and welcome to the Salty Boys podcast.
I do have boundaries. A doll on your hip holds the curse.
It seems that this doll that the captain has is rotting in the deep.
What's his name?
Oh, you know his name already.
Steve.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me how you killed this last mummy.
I say, this one's for Brendan. It takes
The Salty Boys podcast. So is this the first time you've committed arson?
The most recent.
player or character?
Both. Both.
Yes.
Both.
Both of you.
Yeah. So,
Well, I think technically by extension, the fake Big Nick did commit arson when we burned down the empty net the first time. Because that's how we started our campaign. Let's not forget
I
that
think
Francis and I burnt down the empty net.
did it get rebuilt?
Yes.
How did we? Oh,
No, it didn't. It's never had a back wall.
so you actually threw it out into the snow, and everything we just did in the past 20 minutes didn't happen, right?
No, he threw it at the front wall.
No, it most
definitely
certainly-
burned down the rest of it.
It most certainly did.
Okay.
So,
Well, I
the
gave you an out.
The carpet does, in fact. Well, how are we going to go back on all that content and say it didn't happen?
I mean,
And it was so
I'm
much
willing
fun
to
burning
do
down
it.
the empty net.
But we have to face the consequences.
Consequences. Yes, we did consequence the fire.
Yeah. So I wish we had quenched the fire. So the consequences of which a figure with a small entourage of 4 or 5 sort of intercept you on your way to the dock.
Do they have guns?
They sure do.
Oh.
And their
good
leader.
job.
Can we take it back a little bit?
Can we take their guns from them?
boat.
Can we take it back to when Captain first wakes up in this mess?
Yeah, Captain, you're waking up right now. You're being carried by Eggplant Boy.
So Captain's looking around and he sees. I imagine he sees this wreckage.
You can see, yeah. So you're on Eggplant Boy's shoulder, and Seamus is on the other. And you wake up and shake your head and look, and you see the smoldering, smoking ruins of the empty net, with just the hearth and the bar left.
What in the 7 hills am I looking at here, lad?
I was expecting an Anakin scream at that point.
I hate you! Yeah. Grimes, do not walk further. And what's the rank 1, present arms. And the 2 of the city guard level their rifles at you.
I'm gonna try and persuade Grim, old buddy, old pal, that someone else did this.
Give me a deception.
Deception or perception? No, wait, shit. 20 plus whatever I
good.
got.
It was someone else. Yeah, he looks at you, says, Graham, watch. Graham, always watch.
Hey man, you know we helped you out. We're friends.
You set Graham life on track. Graham never forget. But Graham now uphold justice.
Mock just nods his head and says, "You're welcome, Grim."
He does not appear to have given any ground.
Okay, it was definitely someone else. Let's keep heading to the boat.
Well, you said he hasn't given any ground, so is he going to let us go to the boat?
He's standing his ground. What do you want to do?
Oh, he doesn't think it was someone else?
He has not ordered the guards to stand down.
Well, I mean, is this West Virginia? Because there is a stand your ground rule.
What do you do?
So Big Nick in Goblin says, why can we not go to the boat?
He doesn't say anything in response. But you see, like, his teeth are clenched, and his hand is still, like, up.
Mark does look at him and says, "Remember, we're going to save Saltmarsh."
And, yeah, he still doesn't respond to that.
Damn it, do we have to kill Grim? I really like Grim.
Do you take a step forward?
How's casting go? Can I cast something that they wouldn't notice?
Absolutely not, unless you have silent spell from the sorcerer.
Okay.
So Captain is gonna stand up.
Unless it doesn't have verbal, somatic, or if it doesn't have verbal or somatic components. But well, tell me what the spell is. I'm not saying no, but depending on what the spell is.
It'd be like Crusader's Mantle.
Oh, yeah, because that one's like a magnificent holy glow descends upon you and your allies.
Wouldn't notice it, right?
A sneaky radiant mantle descends upon. Yeah.
So Captain is gonna like stumble towards Grim at this point, still hungover from the raging kegger that was last night.
Yeah, you stumble over and you sort of get to him, and obviously he's Grim. He's a pretty big boy, and you look up and you see. Through clenched teeth and a pained expression, you see a single tear that is rolling down his face. That does he betray the friends who set him back on the path, or does he betray the new purpose that his life has been given? But he can't bring himself to kill his friends.
So Captain matches the single tear. Like he sees the wreckage of the only place he's ever called home, and he is matching Grim's solemn expression. He's like, Grim, I guarantee ya. If I hadn't met the Flory last night, with the greatest of glory, I would have stopped this travesty from happening before it became such. Believe you me, I will right this wrong. But taking it out on us, my friend, that's not the way to do it. There may be no room for forgiveness for this heinous act. And he looks over at the ogre, and then back over to Grim. He's like, but I promise you there's room for redemption. Just like we redeemed you, lad.
And he like looks left and right, and then slowly brings his hand down. Grim need justice. Saltmarsh need justice. And he turns and moves the guards away.
Mock looks at the captain and says, I'm glad you did that. I didn't want to have to kill him.
At that point, he just kind of like hands up to his face on the lips and goes, shh. A moment for mourning, please, Mock.
Yeah, and you guys can make your way. The docks are pretty much abandoned. Adalatha has taken to pretty much staying in the like the Port Authority building, which is serving as a general store right now. But yeah, no one else is out on the boats, so it's only you.
So do we drop off?
What time of day is it?
I thought it was night.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's like in the middle of this rager that just burnt down the bar.
Yeah.
Seamus still with us?
Yes, he is on Eggplant Boy's back.
All right. So Mock's gonna like, not Mock. Fuck, I'm playing the captain.
Tonight's episode, we all play each other's characters. I'm the real Big Nick.
I'm the real Big
They stole my brains.
Big Nick.
I'm Dirty Dan.
All right. So Captain's gonna get Seamus behind the ears just like he used to. That's always like the wake up call.
Him up. It's very ticklish there.
So very uncharacteristically of Captain, Captain's gonna like put a hand on his shoulder and like glance over at the wreckage of the empty nest with Seamus and goes, Seamus, I understand if you want revenge.
I want revenge!
So Captain kind of pulls out his satchel where he's been kind of holding up all his savings and goes, how much do you need, Seamus?
He looks to you and says, nothing can ever replace the empty net. But... that's a good question.
Mock asked him, what if make bar on cheap?
Let me see.
Big Nick's not going to make that suggestion because I'm pretty sure the captain will just put a rapier through my throat if I say anything to him right now.
It's probably safe. 500 gold would put the empty net back to... it would put a shell of where the empty net was, so that it would repair all the damage. But like the way he would say it would be something like the grudge can't be forgiven, but it would put the boards back where they need to be so that he could serve again.
But we want it better than what it was, right?
So Captain is gonna like nod his head solemnly, wipe a single tear, one sniffle, just one. He's going to put the sack of money in Seamus's hands, pat him on the back, and say, "You rebuild this nest bigger, better than it ever was. All I ask is that you find that one dwarven bombshell dancer with the glorious beard so I can stroke her mane while I get drunk off your shitty ale for the rest of me days.
I'll make sure the ale is shittier than ever.
Don't count the gold until we've made port, lad. Go. Meet your destiny."
He like runs off with the gold in his satchel.
Seamus has 815 gold to
Wow.
rebuild this bar.
Wow, you have given it your everything. That is very noble. Yeah, he will run off towards probably the Port Authority is where he would start. So he will do his best.
What's Kelron doing?
Who?
Kelron.
Calron Hubbard?
Kelthon.
Oh,
The warlock.
Therivore?
Yes.
Oh, I think he-
Thuringia, the region of Germany that the elf is named after.
Thuringia.
Berenger.
Behringer.
Shitty music equipment.
His name is Therival Tallstag. Does he have a tall stag? I don't know. I don't know why his name is that.
So I heard Behringer Yamaha.
Yes.
That's what I'm going with.
Behringer Bumblebee Cucumber Patch.
Congleton Curdle Snoot.
I miss him
Oh
already.
shit, crossover.
Yeah, that would be amazing. So you guys are on the SSS 2. Did I miss one?
No, the big boat is the SSS. 5 for the big boat, 6 for the small boat.
2. Okay. So you're on your boat. You can reconvene. You can kind of make a plan of action. What do you want to do?
Let's go with Kelron Hubbard to find this artifact.
I had to think if you were actually talking about the same person.
Oh, yeah.
Then I realized you were.
Yeah.
Huh?
The warlock.
Yes. You want something of me?
I look at the real big Nick and the captain and say, should we be on our way to find this artifact thing?
Aye. Before someone else loses something important to them. He looks over to his ogre.
And then you can kill him, right? And he points to Kelron Hubbard.
Big Nick says, "Hey, the only thing I've got left to lose is my bartending license, and I might as well just give it up after last night."
So, yeah, he says, there's a tomb nearby. I'm no expedition leader, but if you can get me there, I can direct you the rest of the way.
Tomb
One of those book things?
Tomb of Homesteadiv.
Tomb of Annihilation. Another D&D campaign.
Nope, but Big Nick actually asks him whose tomb it is.
That does not concern you.
Bull fucking shit, it doesn't.
You're here for the artifact to save your silly little city. I'm here to make sure that we can that we get there. Okay? Let's leave it at that.
Let's leave it at, I'm going to make you smell my rotten underwear if you don't tell me whose tomb it is.
Fine. Rotten underwear. Let's go.
All right, Big Nick disrobes.
All right. And rotten underwear in face.
Is that an intimidation roll?
I mean, he seems pretty blasé about it. It doesn't.
Can I read that list of kinks again?
Yeah. Turns out you got one. You just
Shit.
happened upon one.
Well, that was an absolute backfire.
Yeah.
Seems like I'm backfiring. Get it? 'Cause I burnt the bar down.
You know what? It's not an intimidation, but it might be a persuasion.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's chunk ass dice.
What the hell is my persuasion? Oh. 10.
Yeah. He's like, well, while I do thank you for that riveting experience,
God.
I still need this to be secret to me. And believe me, you would not want to know why.
Buddy, I have a music degree. I spent 4 years in the Capitol playing in all the seediest bars that they have to offer. I don't give a shit what kind of kinky thing you're trying to hold from me, but it's not going to surprise me.
What do we know about him?
Tharival Tallstag the Warlock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why does the captain want him arrested?
Good question for the captain.
Yeah, Captain. Why do you want to kill him?
So he wipes the last remaining tear from his recent loss and kind of motions towards the snow-covered Saltmarsh and goes, "This never-ending winter, the dying crops, the helpless townspeople. This was the work of 3 highly involved individuals. That's why I've been gone for the past 4 months, been trying to track them down, you see. 2 of them I've gotten to. Lady Sediosa and Mr. McGregor, I believe their names were. Didn't stick around long enough to ask him. I just gave him the business end of me boy here. This
Eggplant boy again with the hand.
with the ankle and the hook.
Oh, we did find his hand, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to resolve that too. Sorry, continue.
Theraval furrows his brow when you say McGregor, and is it Seriosa or
Sediosa?
Sediosa. He furrows his brow and says, "They're not my... Oh, Scarlet Brotherhood kooks. Well, I understand the confusion, but believe me, I have nothing to do with them."
Mock looks at the captain and says, well, if we kill him, will that fix it? And we don't have to do this stupid quest?
There's too many unknown variables. As much as I'd love to pig stick this little pig fucker here, we've got to keep him alive.
He smirks at Pigfucker. Says,
Another kink.
Just tell me, have you noticed any cultists in your town?
Have to forgive me, I've been hunting your kind down for the past 4 months. It's been a while since I've been around.
I see. Well, it wouldn't have been a recent addition. Says, what about you two?
Seamus?
What defines a cultist?
There's some wastrels of human bought or sold or lended to any manner of whoever might use them for some nefarious purpose.
Does someone trying to blow up the moon count?
Yes.
Well, I wasn't here, but apparently I was here, and someone tried to blow up the moon, and he was a half-elf.
And he had help?
He had some people brainwashed. I don't know if there was... From what I heard, I got the after-incident report from my bag of holding. Apparently, there was some influence from the Empire. There was a lot of money. Some poor mooks that got brainwashed from the local populace, and certain father of a certain member of our crew came in and saved the day, or helped us save the day at least.
Interesting. He seems to take a sinister delight in hearing you tell this story. Says, I believe if you don't want this story to repeat itself, you should find out the source of whoever got that half-elf his manpower. Because he couldn't have done it alone. Not my business, though.
Interesting. Also, what was the people's name in the Brotherhood?
Mr. McGregor
And the other one?
Sediosa.
It's Sediosa.
Sorry,
I tried
Leviosa.
to interject that like 5 minutes ago, and I got cut off.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
So, the captain, you were able to, like, expose them and turn them in, correct?
Sure.
Okay.
Turn them into meat puppets with the business end of his rapier, is what I heard earlier.
Like, the only thing that the capital doesn't abide by more than outright crime is, like, corrupt officials, like, abusing their power. So if that is exposed, like, the people and the system turns on them and, like, puts them down hard. Like, they are buried under the prison, basically, and they will never get out. Yeah, I think Captain, you stayed long enough to see too that justice was actually met. So they are down and out. However, they didn't talk, which is kind of a shame. But Theraval has seemed to imply that they were part of a bigger organization called the Scarlet Brotherhood that may somehow have ties to Saltmarsh. So that's what he tells you.
All right.
So, this tomb, he says, I can tell you maybe maybe you might know, but this tomb had somewhat of an effect on the local area. Perhaps mushroom growth. Have you noticed any of that around here?
Again, you're 6 months too late, bud.
Let us say we saw some of that at the Drowned Forest, right?
Yes.
Drowned forest.
And the Drowning Man concert.
That too.
Yes. Yeah. There's an abundance of mushrooms. Yeah. So he. Yes, I believe they would have flooded it. Yes. Yes. We should go there.
All right, we have our heading.
So what kind of protection do you have? Because the last time wasn't pleasant.
Protection
Yes.
from what?
The
AIDS.
the drowned forest.
Yeah, like the worst thing ever. It's like, I don't know. What do you mean?
It sucks the life out of you.
Oh, I suppose I should have seen that.
I mean, you're a warlock, right? You're supposed to know about these things.
I'll be fine.
Okay. What about the rest of us?
I don't know. What about the rest of you?
Do you want help?
Like I said, is it not a greater honor to die in service of your land or whatever?
No.
Oh.
Figure it out.
Well, I'll be fine. But I can't help you unless you want to enter a deal with my patron.
What's his name?
Oh, you know his name already.
Steve.
Yes. His name is Steve. Dark Lord of all. First of his name. No. Were my name to even be able to replicate his name, we would all die of madness.
Sounds kind of cool.
It is quite cool. Believe me, my list of kinks much shorter before I joined.
So what about the captain and Big Nick?
I think you're a downright daft lad. Gotta be drinking whatever Kool-Aid this big fucker's been drinking out of.
No, I mean about going in without protection.
Oh, lad.
Let me tell you a little something about going into that protection.
I think if
Captain
anyone
never
knows,
uses
our
our
DM
other-
does.
Yeah, it makes you a dad.
So Big Nick raises a question, since the real Big Nick was not in the drowned forest.
Mm-hmm.
If it's frozen, are the spores and shit still flying around in the air?
You want to make a nature check?
That is a 7.
I'm glad you asked. And to your brain, yeah, hey, maybe the snow and ice and frost may have at least dampened it, possibly. But the only way to tell is if you go.
We were able to make it into the depths the last time. That was back when the forest was at its worst. I imagine frozen over will have at least an easier time.
Well, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was fungus and the like spilled over from another plane of existence. So maybe normal nature laws don't apply. I don't know. I have a bad feeling.
You can certainly get closer to find out.
Worst comes to worst, we can always take
You can
a
get
risk
closer
taker.
without going in, necessarily.
Is
But it
Eggplant
would be-
Boy still here?
If you want him to be, yeah.
Can we send him
Because
in
we
for a
sent
day?
we sent Seamus away, so
Okay. I mean, Eggplant Boy usually goes where he does, but if you want him here, he
Okay.
can be here.
cool. So I'm
Can I
gonna
ask
say
him to go in for like a week?
no, because the drowned forest is a pretty good hike from Saltmarsh, isn't it?
It's like a couple hours. It's like more difficult terrain given the snow.
So I'm gonna yell over at him and say, "Hey, Eggplant,
Yeah.
dogs, go get them."
The corgis are
Okay.
gonna die.
Yeah, he'll go get the corgis.
And Vorcha hears my grunt from Eggplant Boy. Well, he's at Adelathus, so
The horns of Gondor.
let's saddle up the old dog sled, boys. Get to the drowned forest.
Well, you say that, but as you recall, the boat has a sail that makes it quite light.
My folding magic boat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Remember it was like flying on the moonbeam.
Yeah.
Might work with the winter wind.
Why didn't it work last time?
I don't think I said it didn't.
Oh.
You just wanted dogs to like. I think I said like a dog sled, and you guys, oh, we need dogs.
No, I said something about like, well, can we use the folding magic boat and put skis on it and dog sled? And I was like, but seriously, can we dog sled?
And I was like, yeah.
Okay. Can we go without dog sledding?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then.
Yeah, it was
Just fuck Eggplant Boy, let him go get the dogs and we'll be gone when he gets back.
It was like 6 pedigree corgis and like a fire drake. They weren't pulling that hard.
Mark sighs and he's ready for whatever. So.
Yeah. You guys can make better time in the boat. Naturally. Now that you have a captain. Let me get a water vehicles check.
Well,
Captain.
Mock is again on the front with one leg up.
Lizard
Arms on
leg.
his sides, yes.
It's gonna be a different leg every time.
All right, that's a 15. Am I adding anything to that?
No. It's well. Do you have a tools, water vehicles proficiency?
I have burglar's tools.
You.
No. So, 15 is good. You managed to pilot the boat around the like initial, the trees sticking up out of the snow. But you can see, like as you get closer, the drowned forest is, for the most part, frozen over. So this implies, like you said, the drowned forest is an incursion of the dark parts of the Feywild into the area. The Feywild mixed with somebody like dropping an ever full pitcher or whatever with the
Like
magic
a
water
vial
pitcher.
of infinite water.
Yeah. So it's a swampy Fey area. But yeah, even this is frozen over, so that implies another magic element to this, that were it just like a natural snow, that the magic would trump that. So you're able to pilot around and through the forest and trees. Before long, you find a familiar sculpture of a toad. Do you recall this? This was like episode 1 or 2.
Wait, we found a statue of Broken.
Oh, was it Statue of Broken?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is different then. It's Statue of a Toad.
Is it a broken toad?
The toad is broken. Yeah.
So
I think.
Are we like at it so we can like look at it?
Yeah, you're right at it.
Do I notice anything about it?
There are many forms of broken. This one may happen to be a toad.
Does it have a sign on the bottom of it that might read something like, "Do not seek the treasure"?
Or toad of broken?
Yeah, funny enough. Yeah, it is a toad of ceiling.
Toad of, like, ceiling? Roof ceiling?
Yeah. Okay. No, like a seal. Like, given your worship of broken, you know that this is toads eat things. So when you want something gone, you use a creature that is known to like swallow and devour things. So a toad would be used for something not too terrible to be sealed away. You would use something for a whale if this was like a great calamity that needed to be sealed away. But given that this is a toad, it seems to be okay. Maybe not that bad. It's just
How do we open it?
it's below probably.
Let's go below.
Yeah. How do you want to do it? Grab some shovels.
2 feet.
Yeah, you can hop out of the boat. You start like digging in the snow.
Wait, before we go too far, can I? Shit, never mind. I don't have any spell slots. I burned them all trying to save the bar.
Yeah. You saved the bar part of the bar.
The most important.
Yeah, that's true.
But we didn't get to rest after that.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
So you dig around in the snow. Give me perception checks. Haven't had you guys roll dice much.
That's a 5 from the captain.
Jesus.
That's the 6 from Picnic.
Okay. Let's see.
We're still hungover.
Sensibly, Theraval says, I believe it's over there. There's a slightly smaller hill that's been covered up by, I say hill, it's just kind of a lump in the snow. He heads over and kind of like kicks at the snow a little bit with his foot. I think this is the entrance. And if you go over, there's like a solid layer of like 2.5 feet of snow. But as you push it away, you can see that there's a hatch that has been sealed with a large metal disc, with the symbol, the more recognizable symbol of Proken, with it's the bolt of lightning in the cloud, I believe.
Do I know how to open it?
You do. It can only be opened by one of your order.
I open it.
Yeah, you place your hand on it and you say a prayer. What in particular do you like emote or do you like convey in your prayer?
Beating things.
Yeah, and you feel the plate like rattle and shake under your hand, and then crack and explode, but leaving your hand completely unharmed. And you see that a line forms in this stone slab, and or breaks open and in, and you see a set of stairs that lead down into a tomb.
I look at everybody else and say, "This is the way."
Do you know the way?
So, you enter in, and you feel a significant warmth in here. It is much warmer than it was outside. Perhaps given that it's like underground, but probably even more so than what you would expect.
Probably because of magic.
And it's moist.
He looks back at his warlock friend and goes, "All right, short stack, what you got for us?"
Says, well, we're in the right place, that's for sure. We will see. Are you like telling him to take the lead?
Can we take a nice long rest up here before we go any further?
Yes, you stay here. I'll go on ahead.
Nope.
No.
All I have to do to get you to do anything is tell you like what he wants to do, and you'll do the opposite. Fuck that guy. Yeah, so Therivol's like kind of looking around, like, is it here? And no. Is it? No. Okay. No. Further. Okay. He's like clearly having a conversation.
Hey, Limp Dick.
Yes.
I read your list, and that's one of them. Who are you talking to?
Steve.
I'm not sure you would understand with your feeble mind.
Buddy.
He's calling you stupid, ogre. Are you gonna take that from short stack over here?
Have you heard of third wave postmodern feminism before?
It's on my list.
Try me. I'll understand plenty fine.
Okay. I have what's called a familiar.
That wasn't on your list.
Duh.
No. I do have boundaries. I'm not a freak. Okay, maybe I'm a freak, but I'm not weird. Okay, maybe... Whatever. I have my limits, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so... Are you fucking vampire or what?
No, I have a familiar. No, not like a vampire's familiar. I have a familiar granted to me by my patron.
Mock says he's like a wizard.
You can't see him, he's invisible.
He's got an imaginary friend there, lad.
I see that.
Do you see that, lad? Because if you see it, I'm more worried about you than I am about him.
I get it.
Joke. We're burning daylight, lads. Mark, how about you take the lead? We'll bring up the rear.
Yeah. So I could describe this physically a little bit.
Is it dark in here?
It's a little dark, but
Okay. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll take the
Therival
lead.
carries
I can't see anything.
Therival carries a torch. And it's sort of a like typical cairn. It's a family tomb, so there are multiple bodies that are buried sort of in like bunk beds on the sides. Most of them are wrapped tightly with like burial shrouds. Almost all are full, but there are a couple that are missing where the skeleton has like fallen out, or where like rot has taken the body to like just dirt basically in the alcove. Therival continues down, and the heat continues to get stronger, and to a point, you see 4 figures in a large opened area, surrounding a red glowing rock about the size of maybe 10 feet tall and with like a diameter of like 5 feet. So very large rock. These creatures are sort of like crouched by it. They appear humanoid, not very large, but wrapped in some kind of linens. Darrell says, "Here's what you need."
What, Draugr?
The rock, the thing. Put it in the center of the town, and it'll warm the town.
You ever heard of putting a Band-Aid on something before?
Well, sure, but it'll work. That's what you needed. Our contract is fulfilled.
Are you thick?
Oh, yeah, boy. With 2 C's. 3 C's? Nah, probably 2 C's. He's not that thick.
Yeah, I didn't take you for the daft sort. That's no. This is just fixing that. We have AIDS, and you're trying to give me frickin' snake oil to fix it.
I agreed to get you something that would deliver Saltmarsh from the icy clutches. That is what I have done. Here it is. My contract is fulfilled.
Okay, but did you know that based on imperial law, Saltmarsh's boundary actually extends 60 miles out to sea as well? So I don't think this fixes anything.
He says, matters of international water law, maritime law, do not concern me.
Matters of bird law concern me, sir.
Well, aren't you a loon?
All right, how long does this rock thing last for?
Forever. You see, it's from the elemental plane of fire.
Big Nick puts a hand on the captain and says, I know that you're thinking about just following this guy's lead, but unlike what I did last night, let's think this through for a second. There's got to be a reason that these Draugr are gathered around this thing, right? There's got to be a reason this is down here in the first place. They wouldn't just seal a family tomb for no reason and have it only so that some anger from a big fighty guy would open it. So, is there a chance that bringing this back to Saltmarsh will be worse than if we leave it here?
That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom to, lad.
What does Mock know about warlocks?
Most are bad. Like, the proper. I mean, you're a cleric. You're doing magic the proper way. Like, or you're doing a deal with a divine being the proper way. Warlocks take a shortcut where you dedicate your life to like prayer and worship through act. Warlocks go sign, and then they get their power, and then they leave, and then they do whatever with that power what they want.
So he's gonna try and grab him up.
Okay.
By his shirt collar.
Okay.
And ask him, what does your patron say about what we actually have to do?
He gives a nervous smile and says, "You'll have to speak more plainly. As he said, I might be thick."
How do we really fix this?
Fix the snow?
All of it.
It's a complex question, and I don't know if I have a complex answer.
You don't, but what does your patron say?
He looks over to a blank spot near him and nods, and a creature appears in sort of out of thin air, producing a scroll. It is made of an inky black parchment, and hands it over to you. It is an imp, if you're familiar with those, and he hands the black scroll to you. He says, "You may be able to open it when the time is right. However, I don't..." He says, "No, I've been corrected. You're not ready to see it yet."
And this will fix everything?
Yes. At a cost. As all things are.
And if it doesn't, you're going to hang around, right?
Who knows?
So knowing Theringer here. Was that an imp, or were you missing a G?
But he's an imp, but he's wearing like leather, like bondage. Oh my god! I love that you turn this guy into a freak. Just an absolute deviant. Yeah.
Oh.
I was worried my elf wasn't going to be evil enough, but yeah, no, he definitely.
It's pretty kinky.
Welcome to my dungeon. Yeah. So there's a rock, just a big old hot rock.
All right, so let me get this. Let me try to wrap my simple captain brain around this. We take this rock back to Saltmarsh, hang it up on a pedestal. All the problems are gone. Correct?
Yeah, it'll warm the town. It's what you needed.
You're right. So at that point, Captain is going to take a stab at this guy.
Oh, I was going to have Mock tell Captain to make him go pick the rock up.
Roll the hit.
Oh my god.
Do I still have him grappled?
No, that's 17.
Oh yeah,
That's
that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage and do your sneak attack as well.
Oh my god.
You get like 18d8 now for sneak because you're like level not 2.
All right. So that's 5 plus.
Oh, it's d6. That's right.
That's 14 damage.
14 total.
Yes.
Okay. He does not immediately die from this hit. So it's a rapier. What do you?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me how you stab him.
Just quick and dirty at this point.
Yeah.
He's pretty sure that there's going to be ramifications to this, probably of the netherworldly. But at this point, like now that he knows that he doesn't need him for anything, he's just trying to like do him quick and dirty as he can.
Yeah. He takes like a step back after you've stabbed him, holding the wound you've inflicted on him, and he looks down at his own blood, and spits out a little bit as well. I'd forgotten what pain felt like. It's how exhilarating.
Raging hard on.
Yeah. And he takes more steps back. You get an attack of opportunity if you'd like to take it.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah. This one, you guys are close. You can apply your sneak attack as well.
Is this like a prison
Well,
shank where he
I'm
gets
not
like 10 stabs?
None of us are rogue anymore. He's
Well, I
only
was saying-
rogue.
Yeah, I was saying like he's
Oh,
That's
He
only a
can get his-
12 on this next attack.
12. Yeah, that also hits.
Holy shit.
He's just wearing robes. He's not wearing armor.
Hell yeah.
It's
All
not
right.
particularly dodgy.
Is there anything under the robes?
Leather, but not armor.
6. That's another 15.
Ooh, that's a okay. Oh man. Okay, so barely holding on to the cusp of life. He stumbles as you stab him in the back when he turns, striking him through like the liver and the kidney. He falls and with a bloody hand presses onto a ring encircled around the stone. Blood flows into its channel, and the figures that were kneeled in front of it begin to like crackle and awaken. Let's roll some initiative.
Fucking Draugr, I knew it. God damn it.
Aren't they dwarves? Wrong game, right?
All right. That's a 12 from El Capitan.
17 from the large Nick.
14.
14 from Mock.
Yes.
Cool.
Regular size mock.
All right. Can Captain P before
Regular
we
sized Rudy.
Yeah, let's
fight
take
some
another
of these?
quick break.
Perfect. Y'all are the best.
Welcome back. So we are jumping right into combat. These are mummies. Trying to stay warm, they have been awakened by the smell of fresh blood, and they turn, and one of them crumbles before it rises, just too decayed to continue undeath. One stares at each of you. So can I have a wisdom saving throw from each of you?
God, I hate these dice.
That's a 10.
10.
9.
Okay. Wow.
You all die.
Yeah. You are frightened until the end of the mummy's next turn. You don't fail. What'd you roll?
9.
9. Yeah, you're good. Okay, for the next 24. Okay, so you are frightened of these creatures. Wrapped in gauze, they shamble towards you. And given this context and setting, it's pretty freaky. You want to get the fuck out of here. They'll continue to move towards you. They're pretty slow, so they don't make it to you this turn. But with the frightened condition, you have to run, basically. Like, it doesn't give you... I hate these monsters. I'm sorry.
Let's run to the entrance.
Yeah, you can. And you leave Theraval. But you've located the artifact. This is... I mean... You did what you set out to do. You found the artifact. So reconvening back at the entrance, you kind of get your wits back about you. What do you do?
Well, that fucker's not dead. Let's go kill him. And
Let's
also
go
bring
get
his
it.
body back for the captain to turn in.
You want to go back in?
Yeah.
You're gonna have
why
to.
not?
Okay.
I'm less bothered about the hot stone and more bothered about Thuringaranaran.
Tharaval?
Cal Ron Hubbard.
Yeah. So. Okay. When you make your way back in, you see that there is a mummy standing there. Frightened until the end of the mummy's next turn. Okay. So you've made your way down. You can see it down at the end of the hallway. What do you do? We'll say Mach. You're up.
Well, we did roll initiative already. Didn't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're still in initiative order.
Okay.
Let's see here. I am going to attack the shit out of it.
Okay. You want to run up to it?
Yes.
Okay.
And
That's a crit.
20 something. 24.
Nice. Which weapon is this? Your Quicksilver?
Yeah,
Okay.
the sword. D8 plus 1. 5.
Okay. 5.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. Nicely done. Big Nick, you're up.
So apparently I can use Bardic Inspiration to deal extra damage. Is there only the one mummy still left that we can see?
You just see the one.
Okay. So I can use Bardic Inspiration to blah, 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 or push the target 5+ die roll feet and follow it.
Okay.
So what my plan is to attack the mummy and push it back into where the hot rock is and see if, use that to, passively observe if anyone else is still down there.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
So I'm going to produce my flail of smiley face. And we're going for an attack with a 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then, where's Bardic Inspiration here? It's not under spells. Or should it be under spells?
I don't know. It's a class feature.
Okay, because it says spend a use of it, and it says Bardic die, so Bardic Inspiration... Oh, wait, you said a D6 for it, right? Instead of a D8?
Yeah, I think it starts at a D6, and then
I get a
upgrades.
D8 now, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I D8 with the extra. So, push the target 5 plus a D8 roll.
Okay.
So, which one's fucking D8? I can never remember this shit.
It's got
It's,
8 numbers on it.
It is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Captain.
one of these.
Double pyramid.
Oh, it's a double pyramid. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I don't roll enough of these to remember.
Oh.
Shit.
You
It's
want
on
to
the
roll?
floor.
Want to roll out?
God damn it. 6.
Okay. And did you do damage as well with that attack?
Oh, yes. Sorry. Shit. I forgot about the damage completely.
Yeah. So you push him 6 feet.
D8 plus 6. So I pushed him 6 feet and I do 8 damage.
Okay. Next is Captain.
Can I see Tall Stag anywhere?
You are by the entrance. You'll have to go back in.
We're gonna pot shot with the longbow first, and then we're gonna go look for our warlock friend.
Okay.
That's a 20.
Natural or
That's a nat 20.
yeah. So you didn't do your extra damage. I'm sorry. Can you
Oh.
roll your dice again?
3.
3. Okay.
All right, so that's crits double damage or 2.
Roll your dice twice.
Gotcha.
and You add those.
All right. 4. That's 7 plus 9.
Okay.
16.
16, and you add your sneak attack to that as well.
Oh.
Because we're both engaged.
Oh man. Thank you guys.
It was quick.
Plus another 14.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Very nice. It's okay. It's looking pretty messed up.
All right. We are also gonna trudge on down there and look around for our warlock companion.
Well, you move, and because you're looking around, you feel warmth above you, and as you look up, you see that a mummy has done the Spider-Man,
Oh,
climbed
no.
up, and he drops. He's going to take a swing at Captain for an 16.
That hits.
Okay.
Sorry, I meant to interject when you said that mummy was looking pretty messed up. I was going to say, just like the Tom Cruise version.
Yeah. He does 10 bludgeoning damage.
Whew.
Plus
Oh no.
10 necrotic damage.
Oh my god, I am fucked up, you guys.
Can I have a Constitution saving throw?
Yup. It's a 5.
Okay, so he smacks you with his rotting fist, and you feel a disease sink into your bones. This is the fabled mummy rot. But as soon as it sinks in, you see it retract, and you see a doll on your hip take that curse for you, and instead it holds the curse instead of your body.
A doll?
A doll. Next.
Well, it seems that this a doll that the captain has is rotting in the deep.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Shut it down. Hit the space bar.
Yeah,
That's about all we can do tonight.
we're done. D&D's done.
Pro Tools for stop. Burn the studio.
All right. Well, 2 mummies attack Big Nick.
I earned that.
Does a 24 is going to hit for sure.
Oh,
But
for fuck's sake, yes.
how about a 14?
Yes. No, 15 AC.
Okay. So the first one, the fist does 5 bludgeoning and 8 necrotic.
Do I need to roll a save?
Yes. DC 12.
It's the 2.
You got the rot. You got the mummy
shit.
rot. Okay. So I can tell you more about that curse if it comes up.
Okay, does that affect us during this round of combat?
Not right now. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll leave it. Mock. You're
Yes.
next. There's one mummy that you have messed up in particular, and there are one dropped on Big Nick, one dropped on the captain.
Well, as I like to do is just keep going at things.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep trying to destroy this thing.
Yeah.
Now we're going to play a little bit smarter. We're going to do Channel Divinity Turn Undead.
Okay.
Why the hell not?
Yo, Mock's gotten tactical in these last 4 months.
Okay. So,
It's Mock 2.
yeah, 2.0.
Mock wild, but
Each one that can see or hear me within 30 feet must take a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, it is turned for 1 minute until it takes any damage. Turn creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away as it can and can't willingly move to space within 30 feet. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use dash to try and escape.
Okay, so 2 failed and 1 passed. So 2 of them run, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, they will on their turn. The one that passed, I want to say, is the one on Big Nick.
Okay, I'm going to spend yet another bonus action and attack.
All right.
10.
Sadly, does not hit.
Okay.
Big Nick.
fuck.
So I got the one that I pushed back, and there's also one on top of
The
me.
one that got pushed back and was really damaged is running, and the one that was attacking the captain is also running. But the one that was attacking you, that dropped down from the ceiling, is full health and is not turned.
Okay, and can I, as a bonus action, scan for
Other threats?
long dick,
Oh,
tiny dick?
so you'll have to disengage and move into the chamber to see if he's there.
But then I get opportunity attacked probably.
If you disengage, no. But that'll take your action.
Okay, so if I disengage, will it? So you said this mummy rot won't really bother me during this round of combat, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, well I'm not really worried about it because I think I might be in better shape than the captain, so I'm just gonna fuck it,
Okay.
flail him with the happy face.
Okay.
That is a 18.
Yeah, that hits. Go and roll your damage.
12.
Nice. Captain.
Y'all have to help me remember I have uncanny dodge because that would have not fucked me up last round. All right, so we have one mummy who's not running. Captain is gonna go stab it, I guess.
Okay.
13.
That hits.
All right, we're good.
And roll your damage plus sneak attack.
Sneak attack. All right, so that's 9 plus. That's 17 total.
Nice. It's looking a little worse for wear, but it's still ready to go. One of you did more damage to it, so it's gonna glare at you. So can I have a wisdom save?
Okay.
You gotta beat an 11. And it.
I am gonna use my luck stone
Ooh.
to roll that with advantage because
Yeah.
that was a nat 1. That's much better. That's an 18.
Okay, you beat it. And it must be in the air because he crit failed on his hit. So he glares at you very scarily, but then he just whiffs. He's a slow mummy, but does a fuck ton of damage for some reason. Mock.
Okay. I'm going for that one. The one that's still actually fighting.
You got
I'm going to use,
that channel divinity.
yes, to add plus 10 to that, and
Yeah.
that's a 13.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. And then damage 2.
Alrighty. Big Nick.
Oh shit! Apparently I can make 2 attacks on my turn as a bard.
Okay.
I didn't read that. I don't know.
Oh, because you're College of Valor or swords or
Yeah,
something?
dueling, I think, is how that came up. Shit. Well, oh well. I'm not going to retcon that, but whatever. Also, how many? Do I only get 1 charge of Bardic Inspiration per rest, right? Or how many charge? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
That'll be in the player's handbook.
Okay, we'll call it 1 for now.
It should be like on that chart. Corbin, are you able to?
It's a little bit late, but I just realized I could use Bardic Inspiration to give yourself and allies who can hear you advantage on saves versus Charm and Frightening. So that would have been helpful, but you know.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So I can make 2 attacks.
Long rest, but you get as many Bardic Inspiration charges as you have
Levels.
Charisma modifier. So if you have plus 4 to your Charisma, you get 4 charges.
Get 1 charge because I have plus 0.
Are you serious? You have 0 charisma?
Perfect.
Oh my god.
The best bard ever.
Yeah. No wonder you burnt out a part.
So for my second attack, can I count? Can I count disengaging and scanning the room for Tiny Dick as a second attack?
Sadly, no.
Okay.
It's when you take the attack action, you can swing twice.
All right, so 2 attacks then.
Yeah. Sorry.
First one definitely fails because that was a 1,
Okay.
and the second one is a 18 again.
That'll hit.
Well, actually, so it wasn't a 1; it would have been an 8, but I think that still fails.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Okay. And ooh, Ooh, not bad. That is a 13.
Ooh. I gotta do quick maths.
Get a little Donkey Kong.
Plus. What, guys? I'm sorry. I'm so bad at math. Can
It's
I get
okay.
29 plus 15?
So that's 14 plus 30.
44.
44.
Thank you. Okay. It's looking pretty messed up, but it's still standing. Captain.
Much like the Tom Cruise version.
All right. That's the last time you're allowed to make that joke.
Every time it's going to come out.
Captain, you're up.
Hey, this is your fault for not letting him be Draugr.
All right, we're looking around the room one more time for our warlock friend because we didn't see him after the.
Yeah, so you can disengage and move away. You have cunning action, which means you can disengage as a bonus action.
Yeah.
So you can bonus action away, and you'll still have your action.
Let's do that.
Yeah, you get away, and sure enough, that slippery bastard is gone. There's a pool of blood where he fell, but no trace of his body.
Bugger it all. And he's just gonna pop the longbow and just try and end this mummy real quick.
Yeah. Shoot to kill.
That is exactly 13.
That hits.
We got it.
Yep. And you got an ally in 5 feet, so
Yes,
sneak
homie.
attack.
That's 8 plus 6. 14. That's 20 damage. I love how rogues are supposed to be this like charismatic like Swiss Army knife
You're a
class.
murderer.
But all they do is just fucking kill
He's
things.
good as shit at murdering. So
Abby McStabberson.
we get like that sweet 3D angle where like the arrow goes through the back of the mummy's head, like right in front of Big Nick's face.
Literally a Draugr kill scene from Skyrim.
Yeah, exactly. Time slows down. The mummy like collapses, and as it turns to dust, you see there's a headband that it left behind. Captain, you can see the other two turned mummies that are like running and like cowering in the corner in the room. That one's taking quite a bit. 46. Okay. And Mock, you're up.
I'm going to go for the not so weak one and attack.
Okay.
22.
Yeah, that hits.
Eight.
Okay. So I think the only risk here is I think once you attack them, they're no longer frightened. Like once they take damage, the turn stops. Just double check that for me. I can count on one hand the amount of times the turn undead has come up. But I wanted an opportunity that you could shine.
Yeah, turn for 1 minute until it takes any damage.
Okay. Yeah, so you hit it and emboldened it turns with a vicious look in its eye. Big Nick.
We'll help Mock.
Okay.
2 attacks. Here's the first one. That is a 8 plus 7, 15.
Yep.
And that one gets 12 damage.
Okay. All right. Captain.
Well, I got a second attack.
Oh yeah. Go and
Is
roll it again.
Still up?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say I attacked the other one if it was 12.
Yeah, it hits.
9.
Okay. Captain.
What happens when I touch this glowing red rock?
It's warm. It doesn't scald your hand, but it is very hot.
Is it like suspended in midair? Is it like no?
It is like fitted into a sort of socket in the ground.
Gotcha. Is it like loose at all or?
If you put pressure on it, you can move it.
Gotcha. Good to know. All right. So we're looking at 2 mummies that are sort of cowering.
One is not. Yeah, one is not and is currently fighting Mock and Big Nick.
All right. We're gonna shoot the one that is a threat.
Okay.
That puts me down to 13 arrows. I should keep track of those. That's a hit.
Okay,
18 plus whatever.
that hits.
Cool, dude.
Look at all them D's.
18. That's 24 damage.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of damage.
I think that's really close, but
Good lord, how much
it's still
health do
up.
these things have?
a lot.
They're little TP tanks.
Yeah. So both of them are very near death.
That would be a budgeting joke if I could make it.
So you are doing a ton of damage to it. So can I have a wisdom save? Mm-hmm. And he swings a fist. Trying to hit
That's
you.
an 18.
16 hit you?
The AC, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Does 8 plus 11 bludgeoning. Let's see. 8 necrotic.
All right, can I uncanny dodge?
Yeah, that's your. You can take half
Yes.
damage. So yeah, go ahead and. It's one attack, even though it does 2 kinds of damage. So go ahead and take half from both of
So
those.
that's 9 instead of 18.
Yeah.
That would have killed me.
Hey, let me get another Constitution save.
All right.
Good thing you used that because we don't have a healer. Oh, wait, no, you have. Mock has cure wounds, right?
That's a 5
He
on my
likes
con
hitting
save.
things.
Okay. Once again, as the fist impacts you, you turn with the blow, but you see that the touch of the mummy leaves like a black stain on your skin. But it is once again absorbed by the doll, which you see now has gotten more degraded, and it looks just about to fall apart. Mock, you're up.
Yeah, we're gonna attack this one again.
Nice.
21. Mm-hmm. 9.
You kill it. Tell me how you kill it.
Sword goes over the head, straight down through the top of the whatever flesh is there, the bones and bandages, and just basically smashes it into a pile on the ground.
Yeah, so you drive it through, and with like a twist of the sword, it puffs into a bunch of ancient dust, leaving behind a set of bracers. The last one cowers, and with a fear that it knows its fate. But
Mock just turns and, with a bonus action, casts Cure Wounds on the captain.
okay,
Oh, you got my hero a lot.
As a second level spell. So is that 2d8 plus whatever?
Just plus anything.
I don't know.
Plus 29.
3d8 plus 20.
Maybe whatever your plus whatever your spell casting stat is, I think.
4.
say while you look that up, Big Nick, what do you want to do?
I'm going to finish off this almost dead mummy.
Okay. Roll 2 smash.
16,
Yeah, you hit.
9. Damage.
Okay.
Sorry, damage 9.
Heal for
Okay.
16.
Oh, thank you.
Go and roll for your second one.
Nat 20.
Okay, it's dead. There's no way it's not dead. Yeah, go ahead and tell me how you killed this last mummy.
I say, this one's for Brendan, and take his head off.
My hero, Brendan Fraser. Oh man, awesome. Good call out.
Take that, Tommy.
Yeah.
Take that, Tom Cruise!
Yeah, and with that, you slash across his torso, and he disappears into dust, save for a belt on the ground. So, yeah, you're left with this rock, and lots of dust.
And a headband, a belt, and a pair of bracers.
Yeah. Do we just put them on and find out what they do? Do they make a mummy out of us?
I'll
I got the
make
belt.
a mummy out of you. You got the belt?
Yeah.
I'll take the bracers. You want a headband? Captain?
I would like someone from Magic-y to run an Arcana check on these things before I put any of them on.
I
so
cast magic. I can
Well, I
do
didn't
that.
put it on. I just grabbed it. I figured we'd each hold one and investigate them.
Can I tell what they are?
Arcana? Sure.
Okay. Since I'm magic-y and all.
Yeah.
That's a 5.
Your exposure to Francis has rendered your arcane knowledge dull and
Well, I get a +0 to that.
Get a +0. Oh, yeah.
right.
You know that they're magic items of some kind.
Do you mind if I give it a try?
Yeah, I don't mind. Makes sense for a bard to know stuff.
That's much better. That's a 16.
Yeah, these are they are all variations of a kind of item that boost something. That's as specific as I can get with a 16.
Okay, but they're not going to kill us.
They don't appear to be cursed. They don't have the trappings of a cursed item.
Okay, so if we put them on, we should be able to find
You'll
out
find out
what
what
they
they
do.
do instantly.
I
Yeah.
want to put on the bracers.
Okay,
Cool.
you feel a little more agile, like +2 dexterity agile.
I'm going to put on the belt.
You feel stronger, like +2 strength stronger.
Oh, shit. I have +5 to strength.
Guys, this isn't.
Are you
good
level,
for me. I'll
strength
trade
20?
These.
All right, Captain's gonna put on the headband.
You feel a little smilier. You get +2 charisma.
That's not too bad, actually.
Can we trade? I have a +0 to charisma. I need more bard
It's your casting
inspiration.
stat. Wait, okay, so there is a problem with you casting spells that has just come to mind. If you have below, it's something about you have to have that modifier level before you can cast that level spell. So you have to be like level 11 or have to have 11 charisma to cast a level 1 bard spell or like charisma casting spell.
Oh,
12 for
weird. Because it gives me a +3 for spell attack, though.
from your proficiency bonus.
Oh.
It's okay. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's one of the dumbest restrictions. But whatever. It's like yeah, because you have to be. If you're a wizard, you have to have 19 intelligence to cast a 9th level spell. So I think it's for every 1 point in your casting stat. That's your maximum X level spell. But not in my game. Just for future reference.
All right, do we want to swap? I'll give you these ones that make me feel like I can do a backflip, and you give him the ones that make him not so much of an asshole, and then I'll get the ones that he has that makes me like stronger.
Wow, I'm not gonna burn down a bar now.
All right, so I have the dex gloves now.
Yeah,
Okay.
they do require attunement. If you have other stuff that requires attunement, then you'll have to swap.
So that would be his luck stone then.
Does the Luckstone require attunement?
He had to, like, say, I'm attuned to it. I think.
How do you remember all this shit?
I fucking edit the podcast!
That's true, yeah.
I have to listen to it twice!
You might be right. Let me double check that they are attunement. Hang on.
And what was the plus to strength?
It's a belt of giant strength.
It was 3 for everything, wasn't it?
+2. +2
Oh, it's
to
+2.
Yeah.
I have a belt.
Oh,
or I
it's
have
not
bracers?
belt of giant. It's bracers of dexterity.
Bracers.
Yeah, belt of giant strength, something else. They may not be attunement because I was looking at the belt of giant strength, which is a different item.
I got the headband, right?
Yes, you have the headband now.
Yeah. It's like the Conan.
Cool.
Conan
I put it
headband.
in his boss's headband.
The guy from Eye of the Tiger.
They are not. None of these are attunement.
Cool.
So I have the belt of Kapow. What's that? To strength.
+2
Sweet.
to strength.
The captain has the fist of Tebegon. Oh, I'm off to an army!
Well, cool. You have this rock. It is warm, and is warming this area. What do you want to do?
I still don't feel good about taking it out of here because there's a reason they buried it here. So, Mock, can you... this is a Prokin temple, or a Prokin tomb, right? These were followers of Prokin?
Sure.
DM, they were followers of Prokin?
I mean,
Right, it was
Mock answered.
Okay.
Can I check to see what I know about this place?
Sure. Religion?
Oh, perfect. +0. 1.
There's a frog outside, Captain.
Well, from what you can gather,
It's a hole in the ground.
admittedly not much, is that sealing like a family tomb with like, Prokin's sealing rites is usually reserved for like traitors or heretics of some kind. So
It's fine. Let's take it.
I don't mean to like just be that guy, but
Can I roll a religion check?
you absolutely can. Yeah.
okay. That's much better. 15.
So you are familiar with the Tassander family. I'm trying to frame this in a way that would make sense for bards. Similar to a tale of like the fall of the House of Usher. You have heard the tale of the fall of the House Tassander, and it was families that it was a family that made really shady deals with like other planar entities, and one of their punishments was enacted by a coalition of Prokin's followers and what are they called? The
Jehovah's Witnesses.
the god of light.
The morning Lord.
Carolon, something like that. Whatever.
Karen.
There was a
Karen.
coalition that put them down because they were amassing a lot of power and they were evil. They had a house out in the swamp. They made the house sink using the water god's power, and then using holy light, it was shown onto the ground so that it would be consecrated. And then Prokin's forces put a big old seal on it. And here we are. And the entire family was buried.
But I still got nothing about this rock.
Nothing about the rock.
Mock again says, let's take it.
There might be somebody in Saltmarsh who can tell you more about the rock.
I agree. We'll board the rock aboard our vessel. Won't take it into town quite yet. I reckon we should take it either to your temple or the only politician I trust in this ramshackle village. We'll have someone inspect it thoroughly before we set it up appropriately.
Wait,
Ada.
I know a guy that's really good at warm things and explosions.
So,
Phone a friend.
He runs a fireworks shop.
Captain, you moved it a little bit with like one hand. It's not like lighter than air, but with the three of you working together, you can pick it up. And as you pick it up, you feel that it feels hollow. Like the source of heat is coming from like within, and then it's emitting the heat from like sort of a veneer of whatever's covering this.
It's like an egg.
Kinda. I mean, it's very much shaped like a crystal.
Wait, so are you saying this entire time, since this heat rock is an egg, that the little elf boy was just frickin' Danny DeVito the whole time, and he offered us an egg in this trying time?
Damn it, you played me.
I was going to say, we're going to be mothers of dragons.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can, given that it's fairly light, you can load it onto the boat, and you notice that the snow around the boat kind of melts a little bit, so you should probably move pretty quickly if you want to get back to town.
Let's go.
Let's book it.
Okay. You can make it back with a bright light. You can see a pack of winter wolves sort of circling you, but again, with this hot rock, they're not keen to encroach on you. You see people as the warm heat and bright light, you sail through the streets of Saltmarsh. People open up their windows and feel the warmth, and you bring it into the town square, and it sort of levitates and hovers right above the city well, shining brightly and warmer than before it was buried, almost like a second sun. And it's starting to melt some of the ice and snow in Saltmarsh.
We curse this place.
And I think there is a good time to pause for next time.
All right, well, here's to hoping that we haven't massacred all of the citizens of Saltmarsh.
Well, I
could
mean,
go
there's a time
wrong?
to be a murder hobo.
What could go wrong in literally anything?
Like trying to burn down a bar.
Yeah, what could have gone wrong with that?
Nothing at all.
I mean, the only thing that honestly went wrong was that Captain tried to rebuild it, but you know.
Are you recording right now? Okay, cool. Simmons. Hey, roll me over. Simmons. Hey, guess what? I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Krog. It's the Salty Boys. And I will always love you. And I truly it's not bourbon. And edging.